There's this high road. It's a long and it's a hard road, and it sometimes it's hard to get up there. It's like walking on, the very pitch, the backbone of a mountain. And on that road, it's a place where we take responsibility for our actions and our choices. And there's a whole range of reactions, in human tendencies and human behavior. There's people that are just overwhelmed, constantly take responsibility for themselves, they take responsibility for others. And then there's people who think, who put themselves on a pedestal, who honestly believe they're all good and that they can't possibly have actually done something malicious or wrong. They can turn out to be some of the most cruel individuals you'll ever encounter, by the way, those good people. But so there's this range, and there's just a different flavor of resistance that comes from all of us. Um, the taking too much responsibility is almost like a pious thing where you're acting out, but you're not really doing a mathematical calculation about where you're responsible. You're never really actually taking responsibility for anything. And this is where in addicted families, you hear this very defensive phrase. It's right up there with the I'm telling you how to live your life. You'll hear, I'm not perfect. Well, no one's God. But that's the defense and that's the deflection, like, oh yeah, you're trying to hold me accountable for my behavior in some sense in your relationship, and you hear this phrase so overused about perfection. And it's just a deflection and a distraction from being honest, taking a look at ourselves, and dealing with our mistakes. So, February 26th, here we go. We all make mistakes. But hopefully, as we apply the Anon program and continue to grow in self awareness, we will learn from these mistakes. Amends can be made for any harm we've done, and we can change our behavior and attitude so that we won't repeat the same errors. Thus, even painful past experiences can help us learn to create a better future. The greatest obstacle to this learning process is shame. Shame is an excuse to hate ourselves today for something we did or didn't do in the past. There is no room in a shame-filled mind for the fact that we did our best at the time, no room to accept that as human beings, we are bound to make mistakes. If I feel ashamed, I need a reality check because my thinking is probably distorted. Even though it may take great courage, if I share about it with an Al-Anon friend, I will interrupt the self-destructive thoughts and make room for a more loving and nurturing point of view. With a little help, I may discover that even my most embarrassing moments can bless my life by teaching me to turn in a more positive direction. Today's reminder. Today, I will love myself enough to recognize shame as an error in judgment. The quote here is, the ultimate lesson all of us have to learn is unconditional love, which includes not only others, but ourselves as well. And this is from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Blessings on your day.